hold your boards up for classmates to see. We'll get some different ideas here.
He just has this really, really calming, nice presence with the students, with other teachers. It's fun to watch someone who's just such a natural.
I think kids can see when someone's genuine and when also somebody cares, right? So obviously us being parents, we care about our kids, love our kids, and want nobody except good, genuine people to be surrounding them. And that's Carl in a nutshell. And I think kids see that. I think kids respond to that, and they know he's a good guy.
You have to draw that one. Thank you. Noah, I don't agree with that. Erica, same thing. Tate, same thing. Why would I not agree with that?
I don't know a student that didn't love being in that classroom. He's one of those teachers where every kid is hoping that they have him as the teacher, and when they don't, they're a little bit disappointed.
As an educator, I just think making a huge difference in kids' lives, not by doing anything magnificent or wonderful, but just by being their teacher. Kids always remember the year they had with Mr. Nowlin. They still come back and visit him.
As a principal, if I had a building full of Carls, I would be ecstatic because there'd never be a complaint by a student. They look forward to being in his class. They loved being in his class. They love it when he comes back to visit now.
I was having really bad, like, calf cramps at night.
Oh, they're terrible. Like, he would wake up and literally be in tears. They would be so excruciating.
The school year started, and my leg would, like, my knee would buckle every once in a while, and I didn't think much of it.
And then there were days where you'd be like, my hand just did something really weird today, and he'd write when his hands were feeling that way, so he'd bring it home and he's like, and his handwriting was beautiful, ridiculously beautiful. It was, I mean, yes, but, and he'd bring home these sheets and it was like somebody had like taken over his body and written, because it just did not look like, and you were like, I had no control of my hand, like it was very strange.
And then in January of 2014, I was playing basketball. In the middle of the game, my leg stopped working.
The very first time I met Carl in clinic, what I was really struck by, in addition to his smile and his warmth, was how concerned he was about his wife Maren, because Maren had just lost her father quite suddenly. And here was a young man who had been given a terminal diagnosis, and he was most concerned because his wife now was the wife of somebody who'd been diagnosed, and he was very, very concerned about how she was doing, how she was taking the news. So he was not at all thinking about himself, but thinking more about his wife and his kids and his family.
Sadness, just like that sinking feeling, you know, just, and you kind of just, everything just kind of flashes by in your mind. You think, he's not going to be there for like these big moments in our children's lives, and in our lives we're not going to be able to do all the things we wanted to do, and it's heartbreaking, you know. That was the overall feeling, is heartbreak. I mean, we were prepping ourselves for it, and we kind of knew that's where it was going, so we were readying ourselves, but then with that final, you know, this is it. This is what's happening, and this is where it's going to go, and it was, I don't know, kind of numbing too.
Carl again made a comment recently around, he believes his role now is to help get this word out, get awareness out. Use his story to draw more people in, and figure this thing out.
I hope there's a cure for me. But I know the reality is there probably won't be. I recognize that my role is to help someone down the line. And that's okay. Because it might be my kids that I help with the research.
If we don't find a treatment, I think of all the kids in the future who won't have a Mr. Nowlin to teach them, to help them grow, not just intellectually, but as wonderful human beings. Research is really important so that whether you're a teacher, a nurse, a doctor, a truck driver, people who care about you, your family, your friends, your loved ones, won't have to be without you because of this disease.
I wish you well. I hope you're motivated to continue doing well. And I thought about this. The thing I want to tell kids is don't be afraid to be who you are. Do well. Pursue the things that interest you, even if it's not something that everybody else is interested in. Do the things that motivate you and pursue your own individual interests and do the best that you can. That's really